Trying to figure out a way to articulate, express, digest everything that's going on in the last, I guess it's been what, 48 hours or 36 hours since the shooting in Charleston, South Carolina. Obviously, it's Friday, and, our instinct says, you know what, have a good time, give away the tickets. We do have Wiz Khalifa tickets. You can call and get those. And I know a lot of people, y'all got your own problems, man. You're dealing with your own things, but don't just try to sweep what's happening in America under a rug and not deal with the real issues that all of us are affected by. The shooting in South Carolina. I just sent you guys a tweet. You're listening to Ebro in the morning, Rosenberg and Laura Stouts. Did you guys get that tweet that I sent you? Mm-hmm. That they're saying that this monster, this racist monster, what's his name? Dylan Roof. What did he say? He was trying to start a race war. That was his objective? That's what he's told the police? Is that a troll headline, or is that really what he said?
I thought it was a trolly headline. But I read the article. It just sounds
something
like
that CNN put up.
He just said a lot of crazy talk in general.
There's also, I'm going to try to get it posted on hot97.com. There's a site that I follow on Twitter. It's called motherjones.com. It goes, starting in 1996, details the recent hateful history of attacks on black churches. 1996, there was 4 of them. 97, 2004, 2006, and in 2008, November 4th, on the day of President Obama's first election, 3 white men set a church on fire in Massachusetts. 2010 in Texas. 2011 there was 2.
These are obviously not all
race related.
No. Well, these are all in churches?
All churches.
Oh, just some sort of church.
Some sort of black church in America. And then obviously 2013, I don't know if everybody heard about this, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Also in the South, they spray painted swastikas, and we need these N-bombs to get out of here. And this is an old wound for black people because, black churches are the center of gathering in our community for a long time. Why? Because it was the only place that the slave master allowed us to get together without us getting beaten or killed. So it became
a gathering place, really.
Yeah, but more than that, like music. It's everything. So when these things happen, sorry guys.
I would jump in and say something here, but no one wants to hear from my ass right now.
It's a place where we found peace of mind.
And everything, and a celebration, and right. everything funnels God through there.
Our center, our soul.
Yeah, it's beyond religion.
Yeah.
So when people attack people in these places, of all places,
right,
it's getting people at their most vulnerable because it's the place where you truly have your guard
infiltrated.
down.
You infiltrated. You sat down with us.
Yeah,
we brought you in. We prayed with you.
And I don't know if you guys saw, like they had some Snapchats before.
Yeah, I saw that last night.
It happened, and before and they're just sitting around having a Bible study. This isn't a service. This is people just talking and being together. You know,
it's wicked.
So this is a.
So, the black church is really all we got. And that's why it's like, and it's the last place that we always know. That we can bring our families and be safe.
It's heavy stuff, man.
It's real. It's beyond real. And that's why for me, I'm like, I'm not surprised. It's painful. I want to see what they're going to do with him. And not to say just I want to see death. What they do with him kind of lets me know as a black person my position in this country.
So it's not for you. It's not about needing to see someone die. It's about just how swift and efficiently the punishment is
I
handled.
want to see what they're gonna do. I need to see something.
Yeah, none of that. Whatever they end up doing with this person, that's not like. I mean, I'm confident that something's gonna happen to him, whether it's life in prison, whether it's death, whatever.
Well, it's two different angles.
I'm not even on that. I'm really where emotionally this is affecting people, man. F that dude. Like, whatever.
Oh, it's just the families.
Whatever, man. I'm thinking about how this ain't the first time, this ain't the last time. We've been through this before. We get kicked around, we get disrespected, we do all that. But when you start really thinking about how the spiritual component of black people is the unbreakable point. Which is why no one, whatever hate group you are, has never been successful with completely breaking us. It's because of our spirit. And so that's why I get emotional when I start thinking about what the black church means to us historically and what type of wounds that this opens up. That's what the psychology of it all.
Ebro, can I throw something at you?
Whatever, man.
I think it's important for people, and again, I just have to put this out here. I really do think it's important for me to emphasize that I do think the position of a white person chiming in on this issue is relevant, but not the same. However, that being said, I posted a lot of pictures of Dr. King yesterday, and the reason I did that is because this is a moment when people should truly think about what Dr. King would do and say here. And the reason I say that, Ebro, is because of exactly what you said about spirituality. Because I saw a lot of people talking about hopelessness and revenge and things of that nature. Dr. King saw this movie 1,000,000 times, and all the people of that generation. Do you think there's a chance that Dr. King would be broken because of this particular incident?
No.
Not a chance.
And we're not broken either.
And we can't. People just need to keep that in mind. This is not the time to let the psychopaths win and control this country. We cannot let that happen. The timing is so terrible because of what's happened over the last couple of years. We cannot let this be the straw that breaks the camel's back. We cannot.
So we're gonna take your calls next. I want to play that Lauryn Hill one more time because it makes me feel good. It's oof. What kind of pleasant blessing was that to get a Lauryn Hill record?
Thank you,
With
Lauren.
Nina Simone. Let's go, man. We have a young man named Kevin on hold. He's from South Carolina, so we have people listening all over. They're calling right now to have this discussion. It's a real talk. 97 minutes commercial free. Appreciate everybody calling in from all over the country, too. We're having talk, man. Sometimes we just have to open up the phone lines and let you guys have it, right? That's why we're here. It's Hot 97, Laura Styles, Rosenberg, Cast One. Thank you very much. The talk on everybody's mind is the shooting in South Carolina, and the wounds that it opens up. Specifically for black people who, as far as America is concerned, this is something that, unfortunately, the bombings of churches and the burnings of churches is just a black churches specifically because it was the central gathering point for black people. That was the only thing we had. And in a lot of ways, a lot of times, it's really the only thing we still have to bring us together, to gather, celebrate, learn how to play instruments, public speaking. All of those things take place in the black church. And so when this happens, it opens up wounds that you try to act like don't exist. But you're reminded on a day like this. So we want to take your phone calls, 800-223-9797. Kevin!
What's up?
Kevin from South Carolina, what's going on, man?
I can't call it. Tragedy.
Talk to us about what's going on in your world down there. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you feeling?
When it popped off, I was in Charleston. I drive trucks, so I didn't really know what was going on. I know, cops are shooting by, all that good stuff. So I get down there, unload, swap out. By then, I listen to the radio, and then I really found out what's going on. I just wanted to make sure everybody know what's going on now. That dude lawyer trying to sit there and say that he crazy. He's trying to plead insanity. But how you gonna plead insanity when you were there for over an hour? Then said everybody got to go and reload in the whole nine.
Yeah.
How's that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, obviously his defense is gonna try to do what their job is, and it's the gift and the curse of the American, judicial system is that when we all unanimously agree that this person needs to be done away with, even if you don't like capital punishment, nobody wants to sit around and talk to this kid. I mean, hell, his father won't even talk, which probably says to a lot of us that his father probably instilled this behavior in him. And if he pleads insanity, which means that I think that means that you don't get the death penalty, right? If you're insane.
Exactly.
And then you go into a mental institution where he'll sit and get visitation, and those racist groups will salute him for his behavior.
And down here in South Carolina, it's a lot that still goes underneath the carpet that people don't realize.
Well, I think racism in America. I mean, all of us are probably guilty of ignoring the nonsense that pops up. You hear swastikas got painted on somebody's house in Long Island, or you hear somebody attacked a Hasidic Jew in Brooklyn, or you hear these stories, and or the man running around Manhattan right now slapping Asian women with a bag of pennies. I don't know what it is, something. We kind of all just and
we've been on the rug a little bit.
Well, we're numb to it. To say like we write it off as stupid. We write it off as they're idiots, and I don't have the answers today, guys. I'm sorry, but Kevin, I appreciate you calling and listening all the way down there.
Oh, no doubt. Hey, that's all day, every day.
Thank you, man.
Thanks,
care,
bro. Thank you.
Let's go to Tony in Baltimore. Tony, how you feeling? What you thinking?
Man, I'm doing all right. How you feeling today?
Man, we getting through it, man.
Yeah, it's scary. Most of my people are from the South. My girlfriend's people are from the South. And it's sad that a place that we go to fellowship and really get our mindset together and get our growth is being targeted. But I think this is really now a time to challenge everyone, not just black people, but just all cultures. And this is a time where we need to pull together in America as a whole. and speak out on race issues, not just animal cruelty or domestic violence or cancer, but just a challenge to everyone, and just pull together, because it will get better.
Thank you, Tony. Good words, man. Let's go to Ann in New Jersey. Ann.
Yes. How are you?
We're doing all right. Talk to us. How you feeling? What you thinking?
Oh, man. At this point, you have so many emotions. You're so emotional about so many things. And I had one lady come up to me at the job, Caucasian lady, and she was just saying, I know how you feel. But you know what? Deep down inside, nobody knows how I feel. I have suppressed it, some feelings about racism. We live with it every day.
Yeah.
And it's something that we go through every day. And still, we keep that smile. And still, we say hello. And still, when does it end?
Yeah. And often, because it's an atmosphere of just get over it.
Yes,
a lot of times when it comes to how black people feel about racism, it's like, just get over it. Get over it. That's stupid. That's old. That's this. Or it's written off because people either don't want to deal with it or they're not affected by it, so it's not real to them.
Absolutely.
And which, obviously causes some emotional trauma for people who are really dealing with something and feel like, wow, really, I can't express how I'm feeling, or I'm crazy to feel the way I feel, or
exactly. And this is great. Why you guys have this show? You open a line for people that you don't understand how you touch people at this radio station, and I'm glad. I just love you guys, and I'm glad that you have the line open, and people can call in, because now this is I can go on to work today and feel good about
nice.
telling people how I feel.
Thank you,
That's
Ann.
so nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Ann.
you.
Call anytime.
Bye-bye.
Great to hear from you.